Samsung just pushed back their biggest phone launch of 2026 by 6 weeks. And honestly, I think it's the smartest mistake they've ever made. Let me explain. Here's what happened. Samsung originally planned to launch the Galaxy S26 Ultra in mid-January 2026. Same playbook as the last 2 years. Unpacked event, big reveal, retail availability by late January. But now, February 25th is the rumored new date. That means retail availability slides to early March, and here's why that matters. They're going to completely miss Chinese New Year, which is like missing Black Friday if you're a phone maker. Q1 sales are going to take a hit, no question. But the question nobody's asking is, why would Samsung voluntarily shoot themselves in the foot like this? So let me take you behind the scenes, because this isn't just about needing more time. Samsung's 2026 strategy completely fell apart. Originally, there were supposed to be 3 flagship phones: the S26 Pro, the S26 Edge, and the S26 Ultra. The Edge was Samsung's attempt at a slim, premium phone, think iPhone 16 Pro Max, but thinner. Problem? The Galaxy S25 Edge sold terribly, like embarrassingly bad. So Samsung killed the S26 Edge before it even launched. Then Apple dropped the iPhone 17 at the exact same price as the iPhone 16. No price increase. And it's selling like crazy. So Samsung panicked. The S26 Pro was supposed to be their new entry model with upgraded cameras. But here's where it gets interesting. They also needed more time for OneUI 8.5 beta testing. The software that's launching with this phone is supposedly revolutionary. We're talking AI features that actually work, not gimmicks. And get this, there are leaked regulatory filings showing Samsung added 60W fast charging at the last minute. That's up from 45 West. They literally re-engineered the charging system during the delay. So yeah, this delay, it's not just logistics. Samsung's entire 2026 lineup imploded, and they're rebuilding mid-flight. Alright, let's talk about what you're going to get for waiting 2 extra months, and trust me, some of this stuff is wild. For the first time in years, the S26 Ultra is getting Snapdragon globally. No regional Exynos lottery. Everyone gets the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. That's a 2nm chip, which is absolutely insane for power efficiency. Now Samsung is using their Exynos 2600 chip in the base S26 and S26 Plus in some regions. But the Ultra? Pure Snapdragon. No compromises. Okay, so here's where I need to be honest with you. There are conflicting reports about the camera. Some sources claim Samsung is jumping to a 400 megapixel sensor. Others say it's staying at 200 MP, but with a wider f1.4 aperture. Here's what I think is happening. The 400 MP rumors are probably early R&D leaks that got misreported. The credible leaks, the ones with actual regulatory filings, point to a 200 MP ISOCELL HP to sensor with an f1.4 aperture. That's a massive upgrade from f1.7. For context, f1.4 lets in about 50% more light. It means better low light shots, faster shutter speeds, less blur. This is the kind of upgrade that actually matters in real-world use. The 3x telephoto is also getting bumped from 10 MP to 12 MP with better HDR. So, yeah, camera nerds, this is your phone. 60 West, wire charging. Finally, Samsung's been stuck at 45 West since the S20 Ultra. For comparison, Chinese phones have been doing 120W for years. 60 West isn't class-leading, but it's progress. They're using silicon carbon battery tech to fit a 5,200 to 5,750 mAh battery in the same space. That's huge capacity without making the phone thicker. Rounded corners, Samsung finally listened. The sharp edges on the S25 Ultra looked cool, but felt terrible after an hour. This is 7.9mm thin, 221 grams, grade 5 titanium frame. The display is an M14 OLED panel with peak brightness up to 3000 nits. But the coolest feature? Flex Magic Pixel. This is AI-driven privacy tech. The phone can detect when someone's shoulder surfing and automatically narrow the viewing angle so only you can see the screen. No privacy screen protector needed. It's built into the display hardware. Starting price? $1,399. That's a $100 increase over the S25 Ultra. Yeah, ouch. Now let's talk about what Samsung is risking by waiting until late February. Competitors get a 2-month head start. OnePlus 15, Xiaomi 17 Ultra, Honor Magic 8 Pro all launching in January with the same Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip. They get first crack at the early adopter market. Mobile World Congress starts March 2nd. That's the biggest tech event of the year. If Samsung launches February 25th, they have less than a week of media attention before everyone flies to Barcelona to cover their competition. And then there's Q1 earnings. When Samsung reports first quarter sales, analysts will compare them directly to the S25's Q1 performance. The S26 will look weak simply because it had 6 fewer weeks on sale. Stock price could take a hit. Plus, customer patience is wearing thin. People who need a phone now aren't going to wait. They'll buy an S25 Ultra at a discount, or jump to iPhone or grab a Chinese flagship. Every day Samsung waits is a day their competitors are making sales. But here's the thing, and this is why I called this delay brilliant at the start. Samsung is buying time to get things right. OneUI 8.5 is staying in beta longer. More testing, more polish, fewer launch day bugs. Many times have we seen Samsung or any manufacturer rush a phone to market and then spend 3 months patching problems? Apple's entire reputation is built on it just works. If Samsung can nail the software experience out of the box, that's worth sacrificing some Q1 sales. The 6OW charging wasn't in the original plan. That got added during the delay. Regulatory filings prove it. They're getting better hardware because Samsung took the extra time. And yes, competitors launch first, but by late February, Samsung knows exactly what they're up against. They can position the S26 Ultra against real products, not rumors. There's a saying in product development: a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Same applies to phones. The S26 Ultra needs to last people 3 to 4 years. Getting it right matters more than getting it first. Alright, here's my honest take, and you can disagree with me in the comments. The delay is justified. If Samsung actually uses the time well, and if they launch in February with polished software, refined hardware, and no day one disasters, this was the right call. But if they launch in February, and OneUI 8.5 is still buggy, or the camera processing is a mess, or there are battery issues, then this delay was just incompetence, and they wasted 2 months. Should you wait or buy the S25 Ultra now? If you need a phone today, buy the S25 Ultra. It's a great phone, and by February, it'll be discounted. You'll save $200 to $300. But if you can wait, and you care about having the absolute latest X-OW charging, better camera, 2 nanometers efficiency, then yeah. Wait for the S26 Ultra. The $1,399 price is tough. That's $200 more than iPhone 17 Pro Max in some markets. My take: this delay shows Samsung is finally listening. They're not just rushing phones out the door on a fixed schedule anymore. They're reacting to the market, to competition, to customer needs. That's a good sign. The S26 Ultra better be worth the wait. Alright, that's my breakdown of Samsung's delay situation. Want to hear from you. Are you waiting for the S26 Ultra? Or are you grabbing an S25 Ultra at a discount? Drop a comment below. And do you think $1,399 is too expensive? Or is it justified for what you're getting? Hit subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. I don't just read spec sheets. I dig into why companies make the decisions they do. And if you want to see how the S26 Ultra compares to Chinese flagships, I've got that video coming next week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.